Hey guys, what's up? What is up, guys? Welcome. Happy Friday. No, it's not. It's happy Saturday. Listen, my days is so off. It is ridiculous. Hey, SBK. I said, no. Oh, okay. SBK, you can bring your popcorn if you want to, honey, because we most definitely be talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? We are most definitely. Okay, I saw you also bring roses too. Okay, I take that back. Listen, we most definitely gonna talk about it. You said the drama queens is here. Y'all not gonna believe my day, y'all. Y'all are not gonna believe my day. I'm trying to tell y'all, before we get into the topic, I got to share something with y'all. Hey Josh, I said nothing but love your way, baby, because you deserve it. We are most definitely, listen, y'all. I think I have gotten scared. I think I got scammed. SBK, I'm your drama queen, boo. Okay, SBK. Okay, Squirt. I think I got scammed, y'all. I think I got scammed. Do you hear me? I think I got scammed. Now, two things happened to me today. On both ends of the spectrum. Okay. First thing is, oh, he said I could handle you. All right. Okay. All right. I see what y'all doing. So this morning I had an opportunity to speak to I think I got scammed. We're gonna get into it, SBK. This morning I had an opportunity to do business and speak to a multimillionaire. Shout out for Queen. I was like this. I was like this. I've never spoke to someone. I've never spoke to I've never spoke to a multimillionaire before. And so, you're gonna have to find your own love. Okay. Yeah. So let me tell y'all what happened at SBK. So, I'm doing my TikTok scanning on my Saturday morning because I'm so happy that I'm able to sleep in, right? So, I mean, I'm crying, laughing, praise break, looking, you know what I'm saying? Just going through a gamut of emotions because I'm on that dog on TikTok, right? So I go across this comedian. He's nationally known. And he pranks people. But after he pranks them, he gives them money, like because he see there's a need, right? So he gives them money, and I'm boohoo crying, like, oh my God, boohoo! I'm like, oh my God, it's such a wonderful thing, and and then they see the video, the camera throw off, and they start crying, and I'm in there crying with them. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, oh my God. So I comment underneath one of the videos, and I'm like, this is amazing, young man. I'm like, I'm so, I'm just so taken back, by you giving. You said, drama kings, drama queens are my weakness. Or you like conflict. But anyway, so I'm crying and I'm coming. I'm like, this is amazing. God bless you. Blah 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 blah. And so he messaged me back. I'm like, what? You know, you know what I'm saying? He's like, how long have you been watching my videos? I said, well, it just recently came across my timeline. I said, and I'm just super excited about what you're doing. Keep up the good work. I said, you know, me and my husband, we will support you. We're both Christians. You know, I'm just gonna be being polite. He's like, well, you know, thank you so much. He's like, you're my fan. You're gonna be my fan of the week. You said, got to keep things inside. Okay. And so I'm like, oh, thank you, or whatever. And so he's like, I'll tell him about myself. He's like, you know, can I call you? I'm like, sure, you can call me. I'm like, you can FaceTime me. So my thing is, if you FaceTime me, then I can see that this is the real person. Now he got millions of followers, right? I'm like, okay, he FaceTimed me. It's him, right? It's him. I'm looking at him like, this is the dude, right? I mean, this is the dude. You hear what I say? Spot on. And even now, I'm still kind of like, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. This is the dude, right? I mean, this is the dude. I'm talking about everything. He dress, everything, real life, right? And I'm talking to him. He's like, oh, cool. He said, maybe we can collab. I said, I thought you were a scam, to be honest. I said, because I said, oh, he's not going to FaceTime me or whatever. I said, but well, I just want to say congratulations, blah, 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 blah. You know, you're doing a good job. He's like, oh, thank you. He's like, no, this is not a scam. This is a social experience and all this stuff. I was like, okay. And so then after that, he texted me. He was like, you know, I sent them all my social media links. I was like, you know, I do similar things in my community, but on a lower scale. From time to time, I help people. I said, but I'm a content creator, blah, blah, blah. He said, okay, I'm gonna have to check you out. Maybe we can collab or something. He said, listen, will you participate with me in this social experience? I'm like, sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on the deep end. I'm like, sure. He sent me this video, this woman's story. She has breast cancer, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. He's like, we're raising money for her, blah, 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 blah. And then he sends me his information. I'm like, well, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's not my money transfer, you know, which is not. I wasn't lying. And I said, well, okay. I was like, how does she transfer money? So the way that she transfer money, I don't do that. I know I'm trusting. I know Score. And so he's like, well, she doesn't do it, but I can do it. And I'll make sure she gets it. I was like, okay. And it was not no big old amount. It was a little small amount. I said, you know, or whatever. So I sent it, right? He was like, oh, thank you so much, blah, 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 right? And so, but something just wasn't sitting right. This is the first weird thing that happened. The first thing was I talked to a millionaire, I face to face. But and so it didn't sit right with me. So I just started doing a little research or whatever. I run across this guy's official page. He has a video up there. He's like, please, he said, listen, this is a social experiment. I will never ask you for any money. I'm like, oh my God. He was like, I see. And then he had this video pinned to his video. He was just scrolling up on all of the pages of people and imitating him, blah, blah, blah. So his page has millions of followers too. So I messaged him. I'm like, listen, I said, I don't know what's going on. So I think I chatted with you this morning and I sent him a screenshot of our correspondence. He's like, no, it's a fake. He's like, no, that wasn't me. He's like, no, that's a fake. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now listen, I ain't told my husband. My husband gonna be pissed off if he see this video, which I'm praying. Look at me, look at my phone. I'm praying he don't, because he's got so much going on. He ain't paying attention to this video. So I hope he don't, because he gonna be mad in a mug. But I clearly did it out of the goodness of my heart. I sit up there and looked at this man on the FaceTime. He looked identical to this man. I said, sir, I told him, I said, sir, he looks so much like you. He's using this to his advantage. I'm like, oh my God. Now, I'm like, how can this be when I'm looking at the dude and he looked just like the dude? I don't know. He looked just like the dude. He looked just like the dude. And I'm sitting him on FaceTime talking to him in real life. So I don't know, y'all. But good thing it wasn't a big amount. You know what I'm saying? But I did, because of the woman. I'm like, oh, I want to be a help, blah, blah, blah. I did block him. I don't know, honey. I think I got scammed. Okay. Then after that happened, I'm like, weird stuff just been happening to me. I'm like, maybe I need to pray. Okay, if anybody joining me now and you late, I haven't started the topic yet. I'm just telling y'all what happened to me this morning. You said that's crazy. You had a warning. You had a warning earlier this week, Queen. What's the warning? What you had that? You said that's crazy. You had to warn it earlier this week. Tell me what it was. Tell me what it was. No, I'm Scorpio. I'm telling you, I FaceTime this dude, and he looked just like the man. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't think that you would call me, FaceTime me. I said, because I thought you were scamming. And he texted me back, you didn't even ask, he told me you didn't even ask to FaceTime me. I asked you. So how do you think I'm scamming you? And then I'm like, duh, he's right. Maybe he's not. And then I sent it to the other person, and they said, no, that's the fake page. I'm like, oh, I don't know what's happening. He said, when you told your other story, what other story? You got to remind me, because you know I be telling so many stories. And so, okay. And so that happened. It's okay. Then I goes to Walmart today, which is weird. So like I said, I'm gonna have to go pray. Because see, when you do good work and I've been before the Lord and I've been worshiping, I've been praising God, the enemy will start sending things to attack you. And I think that was one of the ways, you trying to attack me any way you can, through my money, through whatever, stress, whatever. And so I'm going into Myers this morning because I needed to get us a couple of items. Just a couple. I see this dude standing there, right? And he's a slender guy, and he catches my eye, and I'm walking. He's still looking at me, so I'm looking back at him, and I see he got a bag on the ground. He's like, "Hey, can I share something with you?" So I'm like, oh, "Okay." He's an oil man. He's selling oils, right? I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm not going to say this is weird at all. I'm not saying that this is weird. I'm just saying it was just odd. You know what I'm saying? Not odd in a bad way, but odd like, oh, I wasn't expecting to have this experience. So he's talking to me, and I see he has some oils and stuff. And he's selling his oils, and we just started talking. And he's like, I'm a community activist. I said, I do some work in the community too. I'm a minister, also a teacher and stuff. He's like, I have a book. And so I'm going to share his book. He has a book. I forgot the name of it. I took a picture of it. Let me see. And I am going to have him on the show. However, y'all, let me, and so you know what? I'm the type of person, if it comes, no, I'm not easy, Scorp. If it comes my way, you know what I'm saying? The enemy may think he's doing one thing, but my thing is, if you come in the midst of me and we have some type of engagement, some type of talk, there's going to be an impartation of good. I'm going to take this time to minister to you. You may think you coming at me one way, and I'm getting ready to come to you another way. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I am. The name of the book is called For the Sisters, and it is written poetry, and it is by, his name is, oh God, what's his name? See, his name ain't on here, but he's an author too as well. He got books on Amazon. He sell oils and stuff like that. And so I'm talking to him, right? And I'm just being supportive. I purchased a bottle of his oil. It smelled really good. It reminds you of a beautiful day. He tried to sell me that baccarat, and the Lord told me to stay away from that baccarat. Because see, that baccarat had you bent over somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't wear that. My husband's way over there. That oil takes me somewhere I don't want to go. He put a little bit on my arm, and it's still on me, and I'm like, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I said, no. I said, I like it. I said, but I'm not gonna buy it from you because that's just, I can't take that. You understand? I'm just telling y'all the truth. I can't. It smelled too good for me. So I'm like, no. So he gave me something else that smelled like Beautiful Day. So I went and got that. And then he started telling me his story about his situation. He's a divorcee. Just he's healing from. Just a deep conversation. You say, I bet you do have tons of baccarat. You look like you got on. I'm gonna tell you about that baccarat, and you can talk about me all you want to. Y'all can talk about me. I don't care what y'all say. Me, not you, but me personally cannot wear that because it attracts the spirit of lust. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it does to me. It may not do that to you, But what it does to me, I cannot wear it. The Spirit has directed me not to wear it because I had purchased it, and I had to throw it away because the way I was feeling, it wasn't good. You understand what I'm saying? And I love my marriage. You understand what I'm saying? You say it is it for ladies or men? It's unisex. That thing, don't say no seriously. I'm telling you what the Lord has ministered to me. And you know what happened to me? You know what happened to me? But it's unisex, honey. That thing smell good. You know what happened to me, SBK? When the Lord dropped it into my spirit, and I wasn't even looking. Well, I was a little bit, but I wasn't expecting to find it. Another prophet came out on the internet and said the exact same thing, that when you wear, just for me, I ain't saying for you now. When you wear it, it signals and calls certain spirits and draws them to you. I know this is deep. I know it sounds weird, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, for me, I can't wear it. For me, I can't wear it. Even now I smell it, I'm like, oh my God. It's on my wrist. I'm telling y'all, this right here, now I might wear it when I get to Nigeria. Okay, just for intent purposes. Okay, don't put the eyes in here, SBK. Don't put the eyes in here. You want to draw SBK? Well, yeah. Well, listen, he got it on, but you put it on. Ain't no telling what might happen. It may be a combustion. No way. Oh my God, this is still on my wrist. You hear me? I'm gonna have to wash my hands. It's still on my wrist. You understand what I'm saying? This will get me in trouble. I'm gonna have to put it on my husband. You understand what I'm saying? You said you wear. I know you do wear it all the time. You probably got a trail of women following you around like ducks. SBK, you probably got a trail of women following you around, and the stuff is authentic and it's thick and heavy. It don't make no sense. Scorp, it don't. This is sin. This is sin. This is sin. This ain't good. This not good. Like my husband would have to wear this. You understand what I'm saying? Who sells it, honey? You can buy it everywhere. See, well, I'm never buying the perfume. You can get on Amazon, but I always wear oils. So I get the oil van. The beauty supply selling for $6, and it's just as good as this. But this is lingering, honey. Oh my God, help me, God! This right here, this right here, and I see why the Lord told me don't put it on, because it make you flirty. You know what I'm saying? It make you flirty. It make you flirty. You know, it make you say, how much is the room? You understand what I'm saying? That wouldn't make you do. I can't stop smelling it. I'm telling you. Baccarat and Chanel. Now I got Beautiful Day. Beautiful Day, the oil, SBK, will make you get on one knee and propose. You understand what I'm saying? That Beautiful Day is dangerous. And that's what I got. That's what I got from him today. But it's under a different name, but it's similar to Beautiful Day, so I bought it. This Baccarat, the Lord said don't even put it on, because you already know your flesh. You already know how you is. So don't even do it. I'm doing good, baby. I'm doing good. You say, yeah, you wear the oils. The oils is good because it lingers and it's just better. And he do the shea butters and everything. He does everything. So that was odd. You know what I'm saying? But I've been corresponding with the real comedian most of the day. He's been assuring me that who I was talking to was fake. So yeah, that happened today. And if my husband find out, he is going to hit the roof, because he done already told me. And he's Nigerian. He's already told me, don't you talk to them Nigerians, because all of them, you don't do it. And I'm like, well, he's helping people. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's why you got to listen to your husband. You know what I'm saying? Dior Savage is another one of my favorites. I ain't never smelled that before. On women or on men, SBK? On women or on men? I don't know, but that Baccarat, anyway, so the gentleman was selling that. So that happened. It's just been a lot of weird things that's been happening today. And so I'm like, your hubby is correct. He is correct. He is correct, because me just being emotional, seeing this comedian, he does it in real life. But this guy, he has so many people copying his page. And those pages have thousands of followers, so it makes you think it's the real dude. That he was so upset. He said, he said, why would I ask for some money? He's giving money. Why would I ask you to give anything? And I'm like, that do make sense, and I'm for the most part, am very intelligent, but I was emotional this morning. Like, oh, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna help this dude. Man, he just got me. He just got me. All right, so let's get into this, guys. And then I told him about my what I was doing today. He's like, now why are you doing that? So his book is called For the Sisters. And I'm gonna put his book, it's on Amazon, and hit a picture of him. I'm gonna put it on my community wall. And then Monday, I think we're gonna talk to collab to do a show because I want to highlight his book and just put him on a little bit. I do believe he is on YouTube too as well. He does have he is on Instagram. He doesn't have a big following, but we hopefully that will change. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to promote us. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm doing that. I did look and see his religious background is a little bit different than it's different than mine. However, I'm not promoting the religion. I am promoting self-awareness and Black excellence and Black entrepreneurs. So I will be highlighting him on my show probably soon. And just doing like other people have done for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do. But now let's get into the topic at hand. And I don't want y'all coming for me, Black men. I don't want y'all coming for me. I don't want y'all. You know what? Now that I think about it, I have not seen Urban and I have not seen Lionel in a while. Are they still here? Somebody let me know. Is they still on the planet? Okay. Why do Black men give some Black men? Why do some Black men give Black women PTSD? The reason why I'm asking this question is because I've been seeing certain things on social media that has been bothering me. You know what I'm saying? And now that I've had to deal with individuals who have PTSD, I'm starting to be able to frequently recognize it in other people, in other women. Does that make sense? When you be around it so long, you start to recognize the symptoms, right? And so that's what I've been doing. And I'm trying to, it's a lot of Black women out here that has PTSD, specifically from Black men, and also vice versa. I'm not going to be biased today. Okay. I want to know why. You said I'm talking about this tonight too quick. Talk about it. It's okay. Yeah, I want you to, because so the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I see a lot of women responding the same way, even myself, and I realize on some level, through various relationships, I've had displayed PTSD from Black men. Okay, PTSD. So that fight or flight tendency. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with relationships, you in a relationship, but you right there on the edge of the relationship. You said I'm interested in your take. Yeah. And so my take is this: the behavior and how some Black men act in relationships has caused women to develop PTSD in their future relationships or in that present relationship. The inconsistency of Black men, the cheating of Black men, the non-communicative behavior of Black men, the suspiciousness, the suspicion, and the verbiage of Black men has caused Black women to develop PTSD. We are non-trusting of our Black men. We always are suspecting them because for some reason they have not proven us wrong. That phrase of all men cheat, we actually believe that. I have had Black men tell me that all men cheat. And he said it emphatically. He said, I don't care what they are. I don't care if they're in the church, out of the church. I don't care. They all cheat. And to me, that was, it affected me because he's a man. You know what I'm saying? And generally men want to defend themselves. But this man said, take it from a man, all men cheat. And so that carried with me. So then I became suspicious of the relationship that I was in. And guess what? I got cheated on emotionally. So it was like it, and I don't know, and I'm borderline. And you know what? And yeah, physically, it was cheated on. You understand what I'm saying? And so it proved that theory right. So then you move on to the next relationship and you coming in with that fear of when is the other shoe going to drop. And so you become reactionary in a relationship, and you're not 100% invested in a relationship, and you're not 100% trusting in a relationship, and you got this surface thing going on with your mate, and you're not totally yielding over your heart to them because you scared, you jumpy, you are metaphorically jumpy that he's gonna hurt me, he's gonna leave me, he's gonna walk away from me, he's gonna hit me, he's gonna abuse me. You understand what I'm saying? Because for some reason we have allowed society and the behavior of men to allow us to be have anxiety of relationship with our black counterparts, our black men. And so you see all of these symptoms in the women. They're always sarcastic with their men. You understand what I'm saying? You said I have PTSD from a lot of things. You too? So it's vice versa, right, SBK? You said I have PTSD from fighting women. I get triggered too. You get triggered too easy. That's a good point, Squirt. You get triggered too easy. You always arguing with them because you waiting on them to be smart with you. You waiting on them. I seen something in the store today. I was like, this is crazy. It was a family, and the young lady was Muslim, and the other guy wasn't. I mean, I don't want to make assumptions about nobody, but he just was like walking around. He had on a wife beater, like almost 400 pounds. I'm like, bro, it's the fall. Wrap that thing up. You understand? It's swinging. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good. But anyway, he's checking out the stuff, and the mother-in-law is there too, and she's telling him, I guess they doing I'm gonna pay for the stuff with the food stamps. You pay me the money, right? And so she is telling him, because they got a baby too, to put the milk and stuff in the front, so they ringing it up, right? Instead of him doing that, he's putting the things that he wants, the watermelon in the front, and put the milk and the bread in the back. And at this point, I'm bored, and he's doing this because he's being passive aggressive. She's telling him, we need this stuff, put this information on, let's get paid for. He purposely took that out last and pushed it to the back. Now I'm in line like, what did she just say? This is what I want to say. Why are you doing that? Because you putting your needs above the needs of the family. And that triggered me because I have experienced that with another black man, where you putting your selfish needs above the relationship and what the family needs as a whole to be okay. That triggered me. Just the bread and the milk, that triggered me. That's a symptom of PTSD. You said I get PTSD from women who are sassy and like to argue. I get triggered in a bad way, and I could tell that. I could tell that about you. I'm gonna put the link in here. Y'all don't have to come up, but I'm just gonna put it in here just in case somebody does. Because I know on a Saturday sometimes you just want to watch and you just want to relax. I get it, but I'm just gonna put it in here just in case, guys. Okay. I noticed that about you. SBK. You don't like arguing, and you don't like that. You don't like it. And I know that there's another side to you that nobody wants to see. I know that. I know it. That's why you're so jovial all the time. And you said after I get triggered, it causes problem. Oh, I know. I could tell that about you. And so that triggered me. It triggered me. Because I'm like, here we go again. Another black man thinking about his own selfish fat self. That's what I'm thinking about myself. You over here with your fat self. You over here want to take control of what get paid for, but you ain't carry not one grocery. You wait till you get to the checkout, like, because I have been following him around the grocery store because we so happen to keep running to the same aisle, and I'm just watching him. And I'm watching her and the mother-in-law. And he just walking around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on. And she's like, and the mother's like, you said chilling, eating coconut cake. Oh, that sounds good. And so I'm like, come on. You know what I'm saying? So he put all his stuff up front and leave the milk and the bread in the bag. That triggered me. You understand what I'm saying? And so us women, and men too, but us women, we get in these relationships. We don't, now I do. I do. I'm 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But we get in these relationships and we're hoping for the best. But in the back of our mind, we've been so scarred and so wounded and so hurt by past relationships. We actually are looking for the shoe. We waiting for you to show me the real you. Where is it at? Because this ain't you. And then when we do get in a relationship that's healthy and the dude really feeling us and he really showing us consideration and compromising, we think it's a scam. We think something is wrong with him. We think that he's weak. We don't think that he's a nice guy. Am I preaching? Am I preaching, SVK? I'm telling you, that's just what my husband went through that for 6 months. I put my husband through that. He kept saying, "You don't trust me. You don't." I said, "Yes, I do." He's like, "You don't trust me. You don't trust me." The situation just kept coming up. Why are you doing that? Why are you even doing that? Why? And I kept saying, "What you mean?" He's like, "You don't trust me," and it's because I have had my guard up for so long because of the pain that I have went through with heartache. It's something about you giving your all to somebody and trusting somebody for real, and you do the work and you sell out and you sacrifice for these people, and they treat you like a dirty rag and throw you to the side like you ain't did nothing. That is impressionable. That stays with you, and it makes you not want to trust individuals, period. So you come in all locked up, and these individuals got to find the right key to unlock this part of you, to unlock trust, to unlock consistency, to unlock a truthness from you. They got to have all these keys to unlock you because you all locked up from these past hurts, but you want love. You understand what I'm saying? PTSD is something so real. When trauma comes, whatever your trigger comes, it makes you want to go and retreat and hide. I've seen children with PTSD, when a loud noise comes, they will take off, drop what they're doing, and they'll run. That flight, that instinct to leave. And that's what happens in relationships. When something happens that's unfamiliar to you, or something that is familiar to you, that kind of makes you relate to a trauma in your past, you want to go. I can't take it no more. I can't deal with you because I don't deal with women, and that is what what somebody I was with, my past relationship said that. He's like, I can't deal with rejection because I don't respond well to it, because he had been rejected by a woman that he was in love with, and it hurt him so bad. You know what I'm saying? So any type of rejection, I'm talking about on the lightest surface ever. It could be me giving somebody a cup of water before him. It triggered him. I mean, real bad, like bad. It triggered him. And I'm like, we as a people, as a society, for real, we need therapy. We need relationship therapy. They need to create something pre-relationship therapy. I know they got the premarital therapy, but I know for a fact, did I love my husband? Yeah, I love my husband. Am I in love with my husband? I love my husband. But I put him through. I put him through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that fear of the unknown. What are you doing when you ain't in my presence? You all the way over there, what you doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So all of that comes with communication. You have to have communication in relationship. You have to have communication in relationship. You want to combat PTSD? Communicate. This is why I am the way that I am. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. What do you like? How are you? You cannot be dismissive of the other person's concerns, needs, or feelings in a relationship and think it's going to last and have longevity. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, I want to be in the know. I want to be in the know. You say, Quinn, I believe you're my wonder twin. I told you we are twin flames. We twin flames. It's like, do I put my toe in that water? Do I step out on it? This situation I'm in right now with my husband, I ain't gonna call it a situation. It's a marriage. I gotta stop saying that. What's one of I've had several breakdowns. You understand? One of the most scariest things that I've ever had to be in, because what I have been in for for years, for decades, was something that was so comfortable for me. I knew it like the back of my hand. And I was okay being in that situation because I knew what to expect. Because we both were aware of what we were going to be doing. You understand what I'm saying? So I was comfortable where I was at. He was predictable. I was predictable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no shaking up. It wasn't no surprise. You know what I'm saying? None of that. It wasn't that. The only thing was my heart was still aching because I wanted more out of the situation, and it just didn't happen. You understand what I'm saying? But I was comfortable. So when I met my husband, this was a foreign, new concept for me to actually have to open up my heart and let somebody else in who don't know me, who don't know my quirks, who I don't know their quirks. I don't know you at all. Are you really loving me for real? Do you really find me attractive? Are you really into me? Or do you just want my money? Or do you just want to be over here in America? You know what I'm saying? All of these questions. Questioning, researching, searching him, Googling his socials, who he following, who they following, go in there, find out they following him. How many pages do we got? I mean, I went through all of the gamuts. I did it. Reverse Googling, all of the gamuts. You know what I'm saying? And even after, you know what I'm saying, we FaceTime, he done showed me his bank accounts, his birth certificate, passports, family, money, all that. He done showed me all of that. You understand? I still was uneasy. I done flew over there, done been to his house, done met his mama, everything. You know what I'm saying? We done went through stuff, highs and lows. I still had that PTSD. Because when is the other shoe gonna drop? And then I was going through this thing of, and y'all saw me crying on here where I couldn't get it. They would have you said speak your mind. I'm speaking it. Score. You would have they network and stuff be down, or the rainy season where the connection be down and all that stuff. Oh my God, I went through it. You know what I'm saying? Is he really telling me the truth? I went so far as to when he got sick, I reached out to organizations that help people that has malaria and stuff like that. They give you free medication. So I always had that number, and so I went so far as to reach out to see if their connection was down. There was a pastor who was praying for him over there in the family, and I reached out to him to see if he said, "Oh yes." He was like, "Yes." He said, "Yes." The internet is down. I'm like, I feel so stupid because he telling me this, but it's that PTSD. You know what I'm saying? He introduced me to his sister. His sister introduced me to his sister on the internet. I felt so stupid because he had sent me a picture of his sister, and I'm looking at the picture. I'm Googling it, like, and all these other pictures, the similar pictures that's coming up. I'm like, this ain't his sister. This a model. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I done met his real sister, and we independently be friends. She reached out to me because she knew who I was. He didn't know that she had reached out to me. So I'm looking at her pictures. It's the picture he done sent me. I felt so stupid. The trust, it comes from being surprised and being abruptly hurt and finding out all of this stuff about the mate who you thought was with you. You understand what I'm saying? And you develop that relationship PTSD, and it's like, okay, well, now what you gonna do? Now I know you feeling me and I'm feeling you, but what are you gonna do to me? You waiting on somebody to do something to you, and the thing is, for what? Why? Why is it always there? Why is it always there? It specifically for Black men and Black women, it's like we always got this contention. You know what I'm saying? Or this men versus woman, or this, we got different ideologies about each other that make us have some type of division in between each other, where we don't have that trust. Do we love you? Yeah, I love you. But on the back of my mind, you know what? This chick, she gonna try to take all my money. You know what I'm saying? She just here for the money anyway. I know she just here for the money. You know what I'm saying? She just a gold digger. Or she just here because what I give her. I don't know how many side dudes she's on, she got on the side. It's just like, and then when things go left, you may have a spat. It's like we get cold towards each other. And it's like, I don't need you. Okay, I don't need you. And it's like, okay, where did all these ill feelings come from? Because they've been there the whole time, but we let them lie dormant because we knew this day was going to come. And when me and my husband first had our first spat, the first thing he said was, I knew you was tired of me. So that had been running over and over and over and over in his mind. That she ain't really feeling me. She ain't really for the long haul. She ain't really for the distance. You know what I'm saying? She just with me because of this, because of that. I said, let me tell you something. I could have left you a long time ago. I said, when I get tired of you, I said, you will know. I'll let you know. I said, I'm in this. I said, ain't nobody, we got a saying, ain't nobody leaving. We don't care if we get to it. Nobody's leaving. Because at this point in the stage of my life, I don't have the capacity to go through a major heartbreak. And he don't either. You understand what I'm saying? I don't got to, and he went through the same thing with me. Trust in me. He feels like because I'm over here in America, some rich man gonna come and take me. That's what he said. I said, I'm scared that some rich man would come and take you away from me. And every now and then, now he can say this to me, but if I say it to him, it is World War III. But if he said it to me, I answer the question. He'd be like, babe, do you really love me? He'd be like, do you really love me? For real? He'd be like, babe, please tell me what you think about me for real. Because see, he's been through the situation where a woman played him and he thought they was going to be together, and she ended up, it was infidelity there. You understand what I'm saying? And it scarred him so much that he told me about it, but he don't want to get into depth. We don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It affect him. So every now and then he'd be like, do you love me for real? And it bothers me because I'm like, can't you tell? You know what I'm saying? Can't you tell? But I realize he needs that reassurance because I ask him all the time, do you love me for? He'd be like, babe, why would you ask such a crazy question like that? I don't know what's wrong with you. Please, I beg. What is going on with your mind? You need to go to, are you a good Christian? He goes into that. But he can ask me and I'll simply ask her, yes, I do love you. You know what I'm saying? But that reassurance, we need that reassurance because I'm trying not to get emotional. We need that reassurance because we have been hurt so bad in relationships by people who said they were down for us. And you turn around and you realize, oh, you was really playing in my face. The Lord showed me something so prevalent. That's why I walk with God. I don't always make the right decisions in relationship. But when I was in a relationship and the Lord showed me the dude cheating on me, he showed me the girl's name. That's how detailed, that's how much God loved me. You need to get out of it. And they both was looking at me laughing. He showed me the girl's name and come to find out that's what's the chick name. And it was so much attached to that. And I knew it. I knew it I knew it a couple of months before it happened. I knew that this was going to happen to her. I knew that she was going to become this and that. I knew it because the Lord had showed it to me. But I was so in love, I was in denial about it. Oh, no, that was just a dream. How in the world is the Lord showing you the girl's name? When I tell you, that thing tore me up so bad. It tore me up. But guess what? I was so in love. We just carried on, right? You know, we would break up, get back together, break up, get back together. You know what I'm saying? That thing hurt me so bad. You know what I'm saying? And then we got to the point to where we were like together for a good length of time. You know, and then I think one day I had called him or something, and the chick picked up the phone. I'm like, who is this? Here I am thinking I'm giving my all, and I'm trying to be the best woman to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the best. I'm trying to love on him the best. I'm trying to do all I can do to show him that I ain't flaky. I'm legit. I'm gonna be by you. If we got to be in a cardboard box together, I'm right there with you. Sickness and health, I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm not gonna flake on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be 100 with this. I mean everything. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there. And I'm sharing with her the messages that he done sent me. Like, no, we're together. You know what I'm saying? And then I end up talking to him that night, and he said, don't never call me back again. And mind you, this ain't been no 6-month relationship. These is years in a relationship. And I said to him, and every time I think about it, I get emotional. Because you just want to say I was a good girl. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. It's playing over in your mind. And I said to him, "What did I do to deserve this?" He said nothing, and hung up the phone. When I tell you, I spent almost a year of depression, literally on the floor, crying. I couldn't function, and I'm sharing this because somebody need to hear this. I could not function. I was working, but I couldn't function mentally. So I could not function. I could not function because I'm like, I didn't do anything to deserve this. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't do anything to deserve it. I love this dude with everything in me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I could not function. So that caused me to develop PTSD in relationships. But guess what? I didn't even recognize it until here recently that's what that was. You understand what I'm saying? I would sabotage relationships. I would get in unhealthy relationships knowing it wasn't healthy. You know what I'm saying? But it because I just was messed up emotionally, just messed up after that. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, I digress. Okay, now I digress, y'all. For those who came on here in the beginning, y'all know what I talked about. So it's the real person texting me back. He gonna text me, "Why won't you know a scam?" I don't know why they know it. Okay, but anywho, all right. So and so you said that's crazy, ain't it crazy? That's where I was. That's where I was, Scorp. Do you hear what I say? And so I developed that jumpiness. You don't really like me. You know what I'm saying? When I was with my husband, when we first started talking, of course you send pictures of your outfit and stuff like that. He sent pictures of his outfit and stuff like that. And I will always talk about my weight and stuff. He's like, why are you doing that? He's like, why are you body shaming yourself? You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, I'm like, he ain't really feeling me. I'm plus size. He's like, I knew you was plus size when you got off the plane. He said, I knew you was plus size when I introduced you to my mother. He said, I knew you was plus size. He said, if I didn't want to be with you, I'd have left you at the airport. You understand what I'm saying? So I had all these phobias. Maybe he didn't like me because I was big. Maybe he walked away from me because I was too dark. I'm trying not to get emotional, y'all. I don't know why this happens to me. Maybe he didn't like me because I got a gap in my teeth. Maybe he just didn't like all that, and that was fear. That was fear. You know what I'm saying? Because this relationship was one of the relationships where you say this was one of the loves of my life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going somewhere, so y'all ride with me, okay? And so I'm like, maybe I wasn't cute enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my status was, maybe, I was a late bloomer. I'm starting to be more successful the older I get. You know what I'm saying? I had this fear of why this major relationship did not work. So it affected my relationships moving forward. And so I always was going over the top, always being extra, you know what I'm saying, being the hardest cheerleader I can for my ex-husband, you know what I'm saying? So here we are. This major relationship has, dissipated. So now I'm in this marriage. This guy done chose me. And I'm thinking, okay, he into me. He done chose me. I'm going hard. I'm trying to start his own business. I'm trying to help him. Don't move him out of his mama house. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him back on his feet because his wife, he was married too. His wife left him. So I'm coming to him. I'm trying to build him up. You know what I'm saying? He's nurturing me and loving me the way that I think I'm supposed to be loved. You know what I'm saying? We in this thing for the long haul, but then all these red flags start popping up. You know what I'm saying? Where you're being inappropriate this way, and it's having a direct effect on me. And to me, in my mind, here we go again. I must not be good enough. Because why is he doing this? Why are you behaving like this? When I'm coming home from work, all I'm doing is going to work and I'm going to church and I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing for you and I'm sacrificing. Why are you doing this? So it made me even the more jumpy. But something got a hold of me and I began to take the reins of my emotions. And I said to myself, I'm not going to allow this to happen to me again. And if I'm not good enough for you, then I got to go. And if you continue to disrespect me like this, I'm going to have to go. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. But it's something about when a man rejects a woman. It's something about when a man is dismissive of a woman. It's something about, and it causes us to be fearful that is he about to leave me? And I'm not saying all women are like this. I'm saying women who have PTSD, who have experienced trauma in relationships, we feel like that. I felt like that. Is he about to leave me? Please don't leave me. Because I done bet it all. I got everything on the line right now. Please don't leave me. You understand what I'm saying? But in my last marriage, I left. I was like, I'm not going to deal with it no more. You're not going to disrespect me like this. You're not going to continue to do this to me. But the residuals of that, of my prior relationship, still lingered on. So when I got into my marriage with my husband, it was a trust thing. Oh, you ain't finna get me like this. I've been here before. Oh, why you ain't respond back when you supposed to? Oh, why is this happening? Why did this happen? How come it's nerve wracking because you just want to be settled. You just want to have that comfort of he's my rock. He ain't gonna leave me. He not gonna cheat on me. You want to have that comfort, but can you really say that? I want to know, can you really say that? I feel comfortable with my husband. I do. I feel he makes me feel comfortable. He assures me every day. He's engaging. I told him what I need. He gives it to me. But every now and then that fear rises up. Okay, what's going on? And who wants to live in a relationship? Is that, y'all tell me, is that normal? Is that going to always happen? You know what I'm saying? Or is there something wrong? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And so I wanted to cover this topic. Why do Black men cause women to have PTSD? One of the reasons why is there's a problem with faithfulness amongst our Black men. I'm not saying all, I'm saying a lot. There's a problem with faithfulness. And I'm trying to figure out why. It's like the more your wife, your girl do for you and be good to you, the more you think you're supposed to go out and be unfaithful. You refuse to acknowledge the blessing that this woman adds to your life. You go out there and you work against it. And it can be vice versa for men and women, for men too. It's like the more I gave, the more I got trampled on. The more I loved, the more I got trampled on. The more I got cheated on. That's how I felt. You understand what I'm saying? I would do things. Hey, Shawana, I said nothing but love your way. I would do things just so he can know I love him. You understand what I'm saying? I would do things just so you can know I'm here for you. And I look up and it's like, it ain't you, it's her. You ain't it, she's really it. The joke is on you. And I'm like, baffled. I just talked to my friend, was it last night or the other night? And they was talking about their incident of them being cheated on. And for the life of me, I couldn't even understand why they got cheated on, because they are just an outstanding individual. And I'm saying to myself, how did they fumble that bag? They are an outstanding individual. It's like, it don't matter. It's a spirit of lust and it's a spirit of infidelity roaming around here that get into people who don't make God your ruler. See, when you don't make God your ruler, when you don't serve God, you are open for the enemy to take over you, to possess you. And I ain't being creepy, but I'm saying anybody who don't got the spirit of God living into you, you are open door for the enemy to operate through you. See, when I was in a relationship with somebody who served the devil used him to work to fight against me, because he didn't have that protection of Christ. And I went through it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You think they nice when you first meet them and they turn into something else, because now the enemy took over and then they come up against you because they see the light of God in you. And that's how that thing works. That's why the Bible says, be equally yoked. Do not be unequally yoked. And I'm a firm believer of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why, men, you wonder why women are always snooping and checking your phone. You wonder why they always checking your messages. You wonder why they want to know your location. Can we share locations? You want to know why they want to know everything? Because somebody in their life has lied to them. Some man has lied to them. They have experienced infidelity somewhere. And they just ain't willing to bet it all. That's why they want to. Let me tell you, my husband did something. He was such a G, honey. When I first got there, he threw me all his phones. I had full course of everything. He's like, you know everything about me. And I would ask him when we first started dating, can I post you? When we got married, is it okay for me to post? He said, baby, you're my wife. What do you mean? You're my wife. He posts me, and I don't have no problem posting him. He don't have no problem posting me. Now we did have a situation with something going on, so we had to delete a couple of social medias because of that, because of protection. But other than that, he's been transparent about me. He's been open about me, and the reason why us women, and I know some men say, "Hey, I'm private. You know, I love you. I got to show nobody that I love you." Yeah, you do. For most Black women, yeah, you do. And I'm so ashamed that this matter, but it does matter for me. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't posting me, if a man's not posting you socially, if he ain't taking you out publicly, he ain't posting you publicly, something is up. I don't care how private a man is. If his friends don't know who you are, if his family don't know who you are, or maybe y'all just casually dating and y'all just trying to get to know each other, whatever, I can get that. But if it's like a year into it and don't nobody know who you are, something is up. And that's just how I feel. And it comes from people being unfaithful to me. I'm your wife, and you don't never want. I posted. This is another red flag. I posted my husband. I posted on my husband's wall. I think one time, and I think I posted myself or something like that. He called me, told me to take it down. I'm like, I'm your wife. What do you mean? He didn't want. I'm private. I don't want nobody to know my business. I'm your wife. You out here on social media. You need to tell me nobody. You don't. I didn't understand it. I did not understand that. I honestly did not understand that. Something was up. Do you hear me? And so that's what I carried. That's what I carried. I carried that along the way. You know what I'm saying? So now with my husband, I know my Facebook subscribers and followers got sick of me when I first started dating Bryson. Because I mean, we were blowing each other pages up like crazy. We were posting, this is us. This is my woman. This is my man. You understand what I'm saying? And everything got changed, you know. And when I was going through that first initial couple of weeks, or you know, I did block them. I blocked them because I'm like, I don't know about this. You from Nigeria, and I know what y'all do. I blocked him, and the first thing he said when I unblocked him, if I was a white man or you racist, if I was somebody else, you wouldn't have blocked me. He was like, the first thing he said, the next thing he said was, I changed my social media profile for you. He said, I changed my social media for you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, you can change it back. You can change it. I'll change my stuff back. You know what I'm saying? Because I just was scared. Here I am falling in love with somebody, stepping outside of my comfort zone, actually have to trust this dude that what he's saying is true. Now that is the hardest thing for relationships, is having to trust people at their word. I gotta trust you that you really love me and that you're for me for real, and that you're not gonna flake on me. If you can find somebody that you can trust, honey, you done found gold. You understand what I'm saying? I've always been that individual that somebody can trust. And I've always wanted that in return. That's all I've ever wanted. Can you treat me like I'm treating you? You understand what I'm saying? I've always been like that. And when I didn't get that in return, it scarred me. You understand what I'm saying? It scarred me. I always knew something else was up. I always just knew something else was up. I could never take you at face value. So with my husband, that's where I ain't gonna lie. A couple of months. You know what I'm saying? He worked. He worked for it. You understand? And I always say, and I still throw this safety door in, and you know, I'm ready to throw it away, but I still throw it in there because it's a safety door for me. I always say, if this don't work out, I'm gonna take a L and we're gonna move on and we're gonna live. I always say that because innately I want to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump off a cliff. I don't want to fall on my face. But again, if it happens, hey, we just gotta still move on. You know what I'm saying? We still gotta move on. But I always say, and I pray to God I never have to experience this. But if it don't work out, I probably will not ever. I probably won't get in another relationship. Because at this point, it's like, where is the real McCoy? You understand what I'm saying? Where are the real people at? Where are you? Some people don't even know what it is to be in a relationship. Some people think that once you're married, it's going to be all roses and stuff. But that's when the real work starts. That's when the real relationship starts. Because now you're in covenant with one another. And so now you gotta really get in there and do the work to stay together. Right? Now you're here, now you're together, now you got to do the work to stay together. Oh my God. But I'm telling y'all, it is millions of black women running around this world with PTSD because of what some man has done to them, and vice versa. I will say that. You don't want to get in a relationship because all women are this, all men are this, because you can't trust nobody no more. I've heard that so many times. You can't trust nobody. You don't know what nobody is into no more. And nobody's really telling the truth. People are dying because they mates done gave them HIV. You know what I'm saying? People done got killed because they done messed around and gave somebody herpes because nobody's being truthful. It's like, do I put my toe out there? Do I test the waters? Why do I got to know that's where we are. You got to know somebody's medical history before y'all link up. I'm going to just put it out. Look, when I say we knew, well, look, information was shared. Do you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Because you just don't never know. Why? Why is that? Because you hear these horror stories of my husband gave me HIV or my wife gave me herpes. You understand? Or you done found out 10 years down the road that the baby ain't yours. You done crept out somewhere. Like, come on. It's so many variables of how a relationship can go right. We need to see more variables of how a relationship can go well and be healthy. And that is the problem with society, is that we don't have enough good, healthy examples of a relationship. And when we do see it, we're always suspecting that something ain't 100% right. Or they pretending it ain't that great. We refuse to see positivity in relationships because we don't have a slew of bad ones for ourselves. So something ain't right. And it is because we don't see it often. A lot of relationships that you see couples out here, a lot of them get clowned, a lot of them get doxed, a lot of them get researched. They want to find the dirt in the closet so they can be out, so they can bring it out here on these YouTube streets and shame the couple. Because in our mind, we said it can't be that good because we ain't never experienced it. We are a creature of habit. You understand what I'm saying? It can't be that good for you because it wasn't good for me. So obviously it ain't that good for you. That's how we are. You understand what I'm saying? I just don't know. But that PTSD, honey, it will make you be up 3 o'clock in the morning, wandering in the street trying to find somebody. You hear what I say? It'll make you spend 4 or 5 hours up on the internet looking for somebody. Looking for something. You looking for something wrong. You understand what I'm saying? And I got to the point in my marriage, in my relationship, I said, this behavior has to stop. Because it's causing me much more damage than good. And not only that, everything that I try to call myself doing, it ended up he was telling the truth. Almost on every single thing. And I'm sitting up here looking stupid. So I made a conscious decision. That behavior has to stop, and I'm just going to rest in my happiness, and that's all I want to see right now is happiness. And if anything else comes down the pipeline or displays itself or show itself, okay, we'll deal with that then. But right now, I am choosing to be happy with my husband. I don't want to live in the fear of what if? What if that happened? What if that happened? What if this happened? What if that happened? You understand what I'm saying? That's fear. You can't even enjoy a good evening with each other because you're too busy trying to look over his shoulder and look in the phone because of what done happened to you before. And I'm not saying those feelings are not valid, but he didn't do it to you. The dude before him did it. But we carry that along with us. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the next person got to pay for it, men and women, because we're so jumpy. I just want to be settled in my relationship. I want to be happy with my dude, my man, my husband, and I want to enjoy life because life is short, guys. When I tell you I have been through it with relationships, I have been through it with relationships. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be funny because I ain't did everything right. I ain't did everything perfect. I'm not saying that. You understand what I'm saying? But at this point, I don't care what nobody say. Don't come bringing me nothing what you think about my husband. Don't come telling me nothing what you think about my husband because right now we happy and I'm going to live in this happiness until it ain't. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to see that day. No, never. Do you understand what I'm saying? Living in PTSD, living in fear of what is going to happen to you. What if this dude do this? What if this girl do this to me? So you got some people who won't even get in a relationship because they have PTSD or what happened to them, as if the next person is going to do that to you. And you missing out on love, you missing out on happiness, you missing out on relationship, you missing out on somebody being your peace and comforting you and holding you on a cold night. You missing out. Because you got yourself shit. I don't know about I don't know about it. What if they don't like my family? What if they don't like me? What if they don't like my big toe? What if they don't like my extra stomach? What if they don't like me? What if they do me like my ex-husband did me? What if they do me like my ex-wife do me? What if they cheat on me again? What if they got a disease? It's like, oh my God. Whoa, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. I won't want to be dating nobody no more out here like this because it is crazy. Atlanta, oh my God. Atlanta is enough to give you PTSD right now. They saying most of the population, a good chunk of the population in Atlanta got HIV because everybody on the down low over there. I'm praying for Atlanta. Do you know this? People coming out the woodwork everywhere on social media. So and so gave me HIV, and they saying it because it's the norm now, and they give you medicine now where you are undetectable, and you can't really transmit it to people now. I mean, you can, but if you don't know you have it, but if you get, you know, you got it, and you get on medication, it becomes it's a possibility that it can become undetectable. So people they feeling more comfortable coming out. That was the whole thing with the T app. Y'all see how that kind of slowly fizzing on out? No shock value no more. You're going to have to be on medication for the rest of your life. Somebody that gave you something that's going to cause you to be on medication for the rest of your life. And most of society is not going to want to be with you sexually, but you cool and you good about it. No, 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 no. You said you heard about Atlanta? Yeah. No, no, You understand what I'm saying? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? PTSD. The dude I was talking to y'all about the oils, he's selling the oils and stuff. He was talking about he divorced his wife. I didn't ask why, but you can see the pain in his eyes. I began to minister to him. I said, I know what it's like. It's like a tearing away because you've been in covenant with this person. Now you're not. So there's a tearing away. And he said, yeah, I'm still healing. He said, it's been a year. I'm still healing. People are walking around here towed up emotionally and mentally. They walking around here towed up and they just don't want to bet it all no more. They don't want a chance at all. I feel like, and I ain't trying to be funny, y'all, but I feel like this was my Hail Mary. This marriage I'm in right now is my Hail Mary. And I'm like, Lord God, please, this gotta work out. Because after this, I just don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this again. Because it's too much to be out here vulnerable trying to trust somebody. Because people wear so many faces. They wear so many masks out here. And they be having you believing you for real, for real. And you just don't know. You can be so emotionally tapped into me and love me so much. And they have 4 or 5 women on the side that you the same way with. And I won't even know it. Look at Love and Hip Hop and Scrappy. I'm like, y'all, I know some of y'all may not be no love of hip hop fan, but I'm looking at this dude. He is a habitual liar. Allegedly. Let's just say that. Allegedly. A habitual liar, allegedly. You got this one and that one and this one and that one, and every season it's a new chick, it's a new surprise, a new baby. It's like, what is it now? This one lately, they're saying she may be the one. But you just had a baby. Like, the baby is still an infant. Like, I just don't know out here. So now you see where I'm coming from. I do see where you're coming from, Score. But the thing is, once the Lord drops on in my spirit and he's speaking, because I'm talking about this today, doesn't have any relevance of what the Spirit of the Lord has spoken. Score, I get that. This could be quite relatable to you. But when the Lord drops something in my spirit, that don't mean it ain't true. You did? It's scary to come out there and trust people when you done been cut, your heart been cut and ripped out and stopped on, and then not only that, everybody's not including him, is laughing at you because you actually believed it. I get it. And so now you saying, okay, let me try this again with a different person. You got a different variable in there now, but you scared to death. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. But when God says something, honey, you can take it to the bank. He ain't gonna let you fail. He gonna with this relationship that I'm in, he did not let me fall on my face in this situation. The Lord did not let me fall on my face. Now, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years down the road, I may look at this video and eat my words. I don't know. But for right now, I ain't fell on my face yet. You understand what I'm saying? We will been together for a year, been married for 2 years. We'll be married for 2 years. Coming up in a month and a half or so. You know what I'm saying? And we are treading on. You know what I'm saying? And it took a lot. I will literally be jittery and scared and sick to my stomach when I don't hear from him in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like a month or something like that, but just it could be a day. You know what I'm saying? Or half a day or something. He'll tell me, the network is down. This happened. I'm literally sick to my stomach because I'm saying this is it. Every single time, just about. I'm saying this is it. Okay, he gone. Okay. This is and I'm tears because I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. I'm anticipating the pain and the hurt. That's where I was. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, here we go. He done did it. This it. One day, no lie, because it was starting to affect me. Because I didn't understand, I didn't understand. I'm not used to being in this type of relationship, long distance. You got to wait for the tower, the internet to come up. All of this stuff. They had a protest. The young people had protest over there. So the president shut down the networks for like 3 or 4 days. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like freaking out. I can barely do my job. I'm crying on the job. I ain't heard from my husband. I ain't heard from my husband. This and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm crying. I'm emotional. I can't function. One day God lifted that thing up off of me, and he just let me know you could trust him. Because I didn't want to be hurt again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm anticipating it. And all of a sudden, he just lifted it up off of me. And I don't experience that anxiety no more when I don't hear from him within a couple of hours. And I let him know what I was going through. I said, now this anxiety that I'm going through is abnormal because our relationship is abnormal because it's not a normal relationship. You know what I'm saying? And so he makes it his business to reach out to me. I said, we own different time zones. His day is my night is his day. I said, babe, I would love to talk to you at this time. He does it now. He makes it his business to make sure he reach out to me throughout the day, certain times, you know what I'm saying, to reassure me, because I told him what I was going through. He wants to make me feel comfortable, and I do the same for him. You understand what I'm saying? But I say this to say, now I'm at the point where I don't need all of that, because the Lord lifted that anxiety off of me, because it was something that it was consuming me. That fear, it was consuming me every single time. And I'm like, I can't take this. I'm like, I can't take this. And so one day God just lifted it up off of me. And I noticed that it had been a while for he to call, but I was calm. I was good. I was good. And then he reached out to me, babe, I just want to say good night. I love you. Something going on my phone. I just want to let you know, what I'm saying, and I'm like, I got, it was good. It was good. I felt comfortable and I felt safe. I felt safe. You know what I'm saying? For us women, and I know men don't understand this, but when you confirm and reassure that we in this thing together, it makes us feel safe. When you text back, it makes us feel safe. And I'm gonna be vulnerable in a minute. And I don't care what women don't say. You lying queen, you insecure. I don't care what nobody say. It makes us feel safe when you reassure us that you into us and that you dig us. It makes us feel safe when you are consistent with us. It makes us feel safe when you are transparent with us. It makes us feel safe when you check in. It ain't about a control thing. We ain't trying to control you. We just want to know that you still rocking with us. I don't want to control what my dude. My dude ain't got to call me all throughout the day like he used to have to do it. But the fact that you reassure me that you rocking with me, it makes me feel safe. And then I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? I'm good. But what happens is that don't happen and the inconsistency happen and stuff start not to line up. And then you go to talk about what you ain't got to do. And the next thing you know, it's a baby on the way somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? And I know I'm telling the truth. And it's the same thing with men. It's the same thing with it's the same thing with men. Okay? It's a lot of women walking around with anxiety from relationships because of what you guys are doing and what you guys are not doing in a relationship. We just want transparency. But you got some men, they're going to do women wrong to the day they die. They ain't going to be faithful to the day they die. They can't be with one woman. They can't be monogamous they just can't do it. They just cannot do it. And you got some women out here that's going to be a whore to the day they die. They're going to have a dude to pay the light bill, the gas bill, the rent to the day they die. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about nobody else's feelings. They don't care that what they're doing is hurting you. They don't care that what they're doing has long-term residuals for you, emotional residuals for you. They don't care. And that's why they do what they do. The thing is, are you going to play along and stay with that behavior? Are you going to be still connected to that behavior? So with this last situation, I realized I'm not going to do this no more. I'm already messed up from the last situation. I'm not going to keep messing myself up. And then even after that, I still went back to that previous relationship because I still was holding out hope, waving that white flag like, oh, please, please. Because I feel I'm comfortable with this. That's what I want. we want that security. This relationship, it ain't 100%. I'm comfortable, but it ain't 100%. I feel like I ain't gonna be 100% comfortable with this relationship until we under the same household. But I love them, and we doing way much better than what we did in the beginning because I was like this. My antenna was on all of the time. If they was on 100 all the time, 100%. They never shut down. He's like, why did you do that? He will always call. He will always check. Why did you did? I know why you did that. He'd be like, I know why you did that. You did that because you're looking for me. He's like, stop searching for me on the internet. There's nothing to show. I've showed you everything. He's like, you searching for me. Why did that person reach out? Because you're looking, you're searching. Just scary. Just scared out my mind. And people think, oh, no, you ain't. You just making that up. No. I was scared. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm feeling something and it's scary. And and I'm saying in my mind, if I get this dude my heart, he better be worth it. That's how I feel. That's how I was. If I, not thinking that he's doing the same thing with me. He's doing the same thing with me. He got to trust me that I'm not screwing somebody that I can just go see. You know what I'm saying? Or be with. You know what I'm saying? But I told him one night, I said, listen, you got the most precious commodity that I ever have. I said, you got my heart. He was like, and it's in a safe place and I'm going to take care of it. Because I'm saying to myself, bro, if you don't, ain't a plane that's gonna keep me away. You hear what I say? Because we are too old to be in this situation. Guys, I listen, we're gonna wrap this thing up. I want to say thank y'all for coming in because I feel like I need to share this with you guys. And we all just need to get better. Now listen, I don't even know. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how to remedy this. I don't know how to remedy this. I don't know how to heal this and solve this. I don't know because I think this is uncharted water for us. This PTSD, this is uncharted water. We don't deal with this. We just know we got it. You know what I'm saying? How do we do this? How do we heal? I would think being honest and transparent with one another. I would think talking to each other. I would think being consistent. Sometimes you should be like where somebody can set their clock to you a little bit for a while so people can feel safe with you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than an unpredictable person in a relationship in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. How do we heal this? Maybe we'll talk about this on SBK's show tonight. He said he gonna cover this topic. He's gonna go live tonight. I want to hear his perspective. I want to hear other people's perspective about this topic. I really want to know because this is going to help all of us, right? We're gonna learn from each other tonight. So I hope he keep his word and go live tonight and do this show because I want to know how other people feel about this. And feel free, SBK, if you're still on here, to take any sound bite, any clip, feel free to do it. Because I honestly want to know how do other people, especially women, and then two men as well, how do y'all deal with the trauma? And we have talked about trauma and relationships in different various forms on this platform. We have done that. But I feel like we haven't covered the residual effects of PTSD and trauma. How it displays itself in other relationships. Are you willing to let go? Have you accepted it to be just a part of who you are? Do you hold on to it like a badge? Or do you realize you need to let it go and you're having a hard time doing it? Will you fully be able to be in a relationship mentally, spiritually, emotionally, freely, and willing to totally attach yourself to the relationship? Do you think it's a good thing to not have guards up? Or do you think it's healthy to have some type of guard up? And if you have that guard up, do you really trust? Are you really trusting somebody? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people we say we got a guard up to protect ourselves, but should we have that guard up if we with somebody who say they genuinely love you? Is that the correct thing to do? I want to know. I want to know. All right, so y'all let me know. I'm gonna look on his page and see if he gonna do this show and when he gonna go live with it, and then we gonna share it out. Okay, guys, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. I love you guys. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna be doing some schoolwork. Y'all may not see me tomorrow. I may be supporting somebody else's show. Listen, y'all support the channel $CLAYLING. I'm trying to go to Africa, and I would definitely desperately need your help because I'm trying to go see my man, so I won't have no PTSD. Okay, I love y'all. Do something nice for somebody. If it ain't nothing but give somebody a smile, if it ain't nothing but pray silently for somebody, if it ain't nothing but liking, sharing, supporting somebody's content on here or subscribing, if it ain't nothing but saying here you go, I see you in need, here you go, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, do something nice for somebody, because guess what, you reap what you sow and it's gonna come back to you. Sometimes it comes back to you tenfold. You understand what I'm saying? This is your Queen Clayleen saying be great. Bye-bye.